What's up guys, RacketLord here, and welcome to another channel update for Wednesday, March 13th, 2013. I got a few new things to talk about as well as a bunch of announcements to get through, so let's just go ahead and get right to it. The first thing I wanted to talk about is something that you might already be aware of if you are subscribed to me, which is I have switched to the new YouTube layout. I figured I may as well, since it's going to be forced upon us all anyway. I figured it would be like ripping off a band-aid, just get it over with as quickly as possible and just learn to embrace it. As far as my thoughts on the layout goes, I don't think it's terrible. I do dislike the fact that you cannot use custom backgrounds like you can. You just have that one banner that you can customize, and the background for the rest of the page is forced to be pure white. It's like a mobile layout, but it's being forced on PC users, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. But like I said, it's going to be forced upon everybody at some point, so may as well embrace it now. So let's go ahead and move on to the announcements. The first thing that I will announce is the upcoming end of Dragonborn and Borderlands 2. Those playthroughs will be wrapping up within the next week or so. I'm especially excited to be finishing Borderlands 2 after 5 months. It's taken me 5 months to finish uploading this beast, which kind of leads into another announcement that I will be, announcing momentarily. But first, I had just finished recording the audio for my Racket Reflects on Borderlands 2, which if you don't know is sort of my review/impressions video of the new releases that I've beaten on my channel. So you can expect to see that after the final part of Borderlands 2 is uploaded. I'm not exactly sure when that will be, but I do know that the final part of Dragonborn will be uploaded this coming Sunday, which is, if I take a look here, Sunday the 17th is the last day for Dragonborn, and there will be a new game uploading the next day, Monday the 18th, which is once again something that I will announce momentarily. But going back to what I just said about Borderlands 2 and the fact that it took me 5 months to upload, I think I'm going to do something a little bit different with some of the longer games that I may be playing in the future, and by that I mean making the videos themselves longer. As of now, I've stuck to a pretty strict restriction of videos no longer than 15 minutes, and up until recently I've usually tried to keep them anywhere between 10 to 12 minutes, ideally. But with games like Borderlands 2, where there are like 149 or so parts to the whole series, it starts to get a little ridiculous, really. Even at uploading 2 a day, it would take me at least 2 or 3 months to complete the uploads on that series. Which is why I've decided that for games that are really, really long like that, I will be making the videos themselves for those games longer, anywhere from 30 minutes to as much as an hour even. This will drastically reduce the amount of time it takes to upload the full series onto YouTube, which in my opinion is a plus. I'm not sure how any of you guys feel about watching videos that are more than a half an hour long, so if you have an opinion on that, please feel free to let me know. I'm always looking for feedback. But for the time being, just for the longer games, that's the plan at least. And final announcement, just like I mentioned earlier, there will be a new game being uploaded the day after Dragonborn ends, and it will be the first in a series that I'm calling Racket Replays, which is when I go back and play a game that I've already beaten at some point in my life, but haven't yet put on my channel. And I have quite a lineup of Racket Replays that are going on right now. I kinda wanted to wait a little bit before announcing it, but you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and announce them all right now. The first game that I will be doing a Racket Replays of is Half-Life 2, and the Half-Life series is definitely one of my favorite franchises of all time, so it was really fun to go back and revisit Half-Life 2 again. As a matter of fact, the Half-Life 2 playthrough as of right now is already completed. It's the first time that I've completely beaten a game before even starting to upload it, which is kind of interesting. I have also recorded and beaten Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and I do plan on doing Episode 2 very soon. Obviously, Episodes 1 and 2 will be uploaded after one another, so I'm not going to upload Half-Life 2 as well as Episode 1 at the same time. So to make up for that, I've also recorded a Racket replay of Portal. But I did something a little bit different with Portal, since I've already beaten the game, and like I mentioned in the intro to Portal, when you replay a game like that, you tend to already know what the solutions to the puzzles are going to be. So I tried to just fly through the game as fast as I could without using any game-breaking glitches or anything like that. But it was a hell of a lot of fun. Portal itself is pretty short, so that series will just be one video long, but I do intend on going straight into Portal 2 afterwards. So at the same time, we'll have Half-Life 2 and its episodes going up on YouTube, and Portal 2. So we've got a little bit of a Valve-a-thon going on right now, but that's fine with me because Valve, on top of making some of my favorite franchises in gaming, they're also like one of my favorite game developers. I think everything that they do is quality. So that's some of the stuff that you can look forward to. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, feel free to leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you for more gameplay. Later, guys.